Hi, this video is about units that we're going to use in chemistry and how to convert the sizes of the units by using prefixes. Well, first of all, there's an international system of units, and sometimes you're going to hear it called the SI unit, and this is an international agreement that specifies what metric unit we would like to use for scientific measurement. And there are 7 SI base units, and for mass, it's the kilogram, and the abbreviation is a kg. For length, it's meter. For time, it's seconds. For temperature, it's Kelvin, that's a capital K. And amount is a mole. The abbreviation is just MOL. For electric current, it's an amp, or capital A. And for luminous intensity, it's a candela, or a CD. So I would like you to know these SI units because you're going to use them in all of your physical science classes. All right, so sometimes the SI unit isn't exactly the right size. So for instance, the SI unit for mass is kilograms, but our balances in the lab measure in grams. And so we may not want that unit kilo out front. We may want to just have the basic unit, gram. Now the prefixes that I want you to know are kilo. Kilo means 1,000. That's its definition. I want you to know centi. It means 100th, or 1 times 10 to the negative 2. I want you to know milli. That is a little m, and it means 1 times 10 to the negative third. I want you to know micro. Notice the micro right here. It's the Greek letter mu, and it's 1 times 10 to the negative 6th, and nano is 1 times 10 to the negative 9th. So you need to know those definitions. This chart will not be provided for you, so you just have to learn those, and you'll use them so much that I think that you'll get to know them. Now these prefixes can be used with any basic unit. You can put them with meters or grams or liters or seconds. So we could have a centimeter or a centigram or a centiliter or a centisecond, or a micrometer, microgram, microliter, or a microsecond. So again, you can use these prefixes in front of any basic unit. Okay, so the SI unit for mass, we said, you know what it is? Yes, it's kilogram. And so let's go ahead and you can fill that in. So you'll see a question, what's the SI unit for mass? And it's a kilogram. All right, well, mass, the definition of mass, it's a measure of the amount of matter in a substance, the amount of matter that you have. Okay, well, let's change that 2.5 kilograms to grams. And I like to continue using dimensional analysis when I do this. 2.5 kilograms, and you always start with what's given. The number, and really the number is not important right now, it's the unit that's important. This kilograms is in the numerator, so we're going to put kilograms down here, and we're going to put grams up here, and 1 kilogram. So put the number 1 where the prefix is 1,000 grams. And we're going to multiply 2.5 times 1,000, and we will get 2,500 grams. So that's one way to convert from a prefix to just the base unit. So please know this definition for mass. Know the SI unit for mass is kilograms, and be able to do a conversion from kilograms to grams. Now, here we have grams, and we would like milligrams. So let's go ahead and do another conversion. This time we're starting with the base unit, and they are asking us to go to a prefix. So again, start with what's given, 25.0. The important part is that grams. Let's draw our equivalence box. A gram goes down here. We want milligram, so it goes up there. By definition, 1 milligram is 1 times 10 to the negative third grams. So we're taking 25 and we're dividing by 1 times 10 to the negative third. And what we're going to get for milligrams will be 25,000 milligrams. Now, we could put this in scientific notation, 2.50 times 10 to the 4th milligrams. All right, now this next problem is for honors only. So if you're not in honors, go ahead and you can still watch, but you won't be responsible for doing this. We've got a prefix, kilo, and we want to go to another prefix, milli. And we don't know the conversion factor that goes directly from kilograms to milligrams. And so what we're going to have to do, our plan is going to be, as always, start with what's given. And now let's just look at units. Let's not worry about numbers at all. Kilograms is going to go down here. And then this has the prefix. Up here we'll put just the base unit, grams. But grams is not what we wanted, so we're going to put that down here and put milligrams up here. So when we're going from prefix to prefix, it is a two-step process. You go first to the base unit and then to the prefix that you want. All right, then I go and I find wherever the prefix is, I put the number 1. Then I'm going to finish off my equivalent statement. A kilogram means 1,000 grams. And a milligram means 1 times 10 to the negative third grams. Now when I put this in my calculator, I would do 0.25 times 1,000 divided by 1 times 10 to the negative third. Or I don't think I'm going to really use my calculator. This is the same as 1 times 10 to the third. So, and this is 2.5 times 10 to the negative 1. So now I have everything in scientific notation. When I multiply these, negative 1 and 3, my exponents, I add. So my exponent now is 2. When I divide exponents, I subtract. So 2 minus negative 3 is 5. So my answer is 2.50 times 10 to the 5th milligrams. And if you put this in your calculator, that's what you should get as well. All right. Now, length, the SI unit for length is meter. Please know that. And let's convert 250 meters to centimeters. All right. So let's go ahead and start with what's given. 250 meters. Look at that unit. It's in the numerator. We don't want it. We got to put it in the denominators, and we want centimeters. All right. And the meters will cancel. Centimeters is in the numerator, and it's what we want. And so we can say, here's our prefix, a centimeter. Its definition is 1 times 10 to the negative 2 meters. And so here it's 250 divided by 1 times 10 to the negative second. So 250 meters to centimeters is going to be, let's see, in scientific notation, 2.5 times 10 to the 4th centimeters. All right, let's convert nanometers to meters. Let's do 750 nanometers. We put the nanometers in the denominator, meters up here. A nanometer is 1 times 10 to the negative 9th meters. And so when we do this, we're going to come up with, when we multiply this, 7.5 times 10 to the negative 7th meters. Okay, and so here is prefix to prefix conversion again.
Uh-oh.
And it's nanometers to millimeters. So am I no longer recording?
No, you are. You're on battery.
Oh, I'm still recording. We just lost power. Okay, so what we're going to do is go ahead. Let's go ahead and convert our nanometers to millimeters. All right, here we go. We have 250 nanometers. We don't want nanometers. We can go back to our base unit. We don't want our base unit, we want millimeters. Wherever the prefix is, put the number 1 and put the definition in the other spot. All right, so here we are dividing our exponents. So negative 9 minus negative 3 is going to give us a negative 6, and that would be a positive 2 there. So it's going to be 2.5 times 10 to the negative 4th millimeters. All right, So we've done this in class, and I just wanted you to be able to practice. All right, have a good night.